Wait, don't.
No, I'm gonna move because I do a lot of this.
Yeah, it's
You know how to
tracking.
have it in the news.
It's tracking. It's tracking. That's fine.
Huh. Exactly.
Sounds
Is it
cool.
recording?
Yeah.
Okay. This is all B-roll then. B-roll? This is all Patreon footage. Oh, Saga's ice cream. Lovely. Did you get it? Nicely. Did you look paying? Did you look paying? Saga won't speak when he's on camera. Or when the cameras are rolling. Will Ritik? No, yeah, Ritik won't speak either. So, welcome back to LTF1. This video has flopped once before. But I'll try it again anyways, just because. Why not? F1 news roundup. So I've got the headlines of today's F1 news on the iPad in front of me. And I'll just waffle my way through the next 10 minutes. So the first headline, Chinese Grand Prix Shanghai dropped from the F1 calendar for 2022. Neither here nor there. It wasn't a bad track. It was never my favorite track. Hated playing it on the game. Could never get that last corner onto the straight right. So I guess that's where some of the hatred comes from. Sagar, you're smiling. You don't like it either. You don't play the game. It's just
I don't know how to play games.
You don't know how to play games,
Uh-huh.
except for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And you shit at that as well. What was I saying? Yeah, Shanghai's dropped. So I don't really care, to be honest with you. It's a 23 race calendar. It's packed. There are many, many good races. There are a few duds. We still need to see what Jeddah's going to be like. Qatar might be a dud. We're going back to Le Castellet. That could be good. Not sure. And most of all, we've got new cars, so really anything could happen. Tracks that used to be whack might be good, and tracks that used to be bangers might be whack. Can't say anything about the F1 calendar. Again, with the calendar, 23 races in 2022. F1 risks teams ire with 2 triple headers and a record 23 races. This one's a bit more contentious. Franz Tost come out and said that if you don't like it, leave the sport. Bit harsh from him, but I sort of see where he's going with that. Everyone in F1, and especially the race teams, are proper racers. They are there for the competition, and I feel like if you gave them a 50 race calendar, there might be some problems here and there. People are going to get tired, but they used to do a lot more, and I know there used to be multiple teams. They used to be testing teams and race team A, race team B, but I'm sure the paddock can figure it out. They've got more than enough employees. I think there's no need to raise the budget cap. This is just a chance for F1 teams to get even more efficient with their personnel and with their scheduling and timing. I'm not going to be complaining about 23 races in 2022. I don't think any of the staff are going to be complaining about it because they're all fans of the sport. You won't find anyone in F1, I don't think, that isn't a fan of the sport. And so give them 23 races, they'll go racing. Next. Oh, by the way, that was from The Guardian, and the first one was from the BBC, if you care. The next one is from Planet F1. Lewis Hamilton vows to work harder to deny George Russell wins. Not sure about that headline. I'm not going to read the article, because that's just going to be long. But that headline feels like it might be doctored, might have twisted his words in a little bit of a way. But that is also exactly what you expect from a veteran teammate going up against, essentially, a rookie. If he can deny George Russell wins next year, I'll be very surprised. With the cars being reset to 0, his experience being worth a lot, but a lot less in compared to this year. I feel like George Russell might be there. Hamilton might have a fight on his hands, and I can't wait to see it. I hope it's close. I hope it's tight. I even hope that things get slightly heated in the garage because it's the drama that we're all there to see. Obviously, we don't want it to go too far. But George Russell hot on Hamilton's heels, or maybe even just in front, yeah, that would make for a very exciting season, especially if there's a championship to play for. I clicked on the article, didn't mean to do that. If this was Chrome, this wouldn't happen. Is this Chrome? Or is this Safari? Clicked on it again. Fuck me. It's alright. Again, from Planet F1, and this is one day ago as of the 15th of October. One day ago, Pierre Gasly has been f***ed by Red Bull and Uncle Marco. not sure what the scenes are in the AlphaTauri garage if he's getting f***ed by Uncle Marco. But yes, he has, let's be honest. Red Bull have screwed him over a little bit. He's clearly got the talent. He needs to not get away from Red Bull. I'm not going to go down that line, but he needs to sort of stand on his own 2 feet now and look for a drive outside of the F1, outside of the Red Bull Academy. He's proven he's got the talent. He's proven he can bounce back. He must have mad resilience. It's time for him to get out of this Stockholm syndrome that he seems to have, where he just wants to go back to the senior team at Red Bull and try again. Maybe to prove everyone wrong. Maybe to shake that reputation that may be attached to him now that he can't do it at a big team. But I think he just needs to find a team that he can be comfortable in. What we've seen in AlphaTauri is that he's comfortable at that team, and so he can pull out performances. So he just needs to find another team like that. There were rumours that he could go to Alpine. With Alonso signing another contract, that's probably going to be kicked a little bit further down the road. But he's doing a solid job at AlphaTauri right now. He doesn't need to worry, and he should be looking around. That's contentious. I'm reading these headlines for the first time. Planet F1, again, been very busy today and yesterday. 2 hours ago, Johnny Herberts apparently said that he's wary for Danny Ricciardo because some drivers' talent just evaporates. So what he's meaning to say there, and yes, I give the same look, Sagra's just gone. Some drivers' talent evaporates, so what are you trying to say? Danny Ricciardo's not got it anymore? Danny Ricciardo's still got it, it's not gone anywhere. He's got a few years left. Clearly he's not at home with this car. He's got next year. Oh, that was it. Yes, Danny Ricciardo, he's still got it. He's got time with this car. He's got development experience for next year's car, and hopefully he can hit the ground running. If he doesn't, then McLaren and Danny Ricciardo have big problems. Danny Ricciardo won't have a future in the sport, I don't think, if he can't put it off next year. Killing the audio quality. But it's okay because this is a relaxed video. Danny Ricciardo won't have a future in the sport, and McLaren won't be going for the constructors. Tomo's just done a really good video about if Sainz had stayed with, well, is Sainz underrated, but if Sainz had stayed with McLaren, would they be fighting for constructors this year? No, they wouldn't be, but they would be a hell of a lot closer. And so Ricciardo really just to get on top of the car. Here's one that interests me. Toto Wolff reportedly says Sauber would be crazy to sell the F1 team right now, and it's from Planet F1 again, who have been incredibly busy. Yes, I agree with him. They would be crazy to sell the F1 team now, ahead of a regulation change where they could find themselves at the top of the midfield. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing, and it's rumoured, Andretti coming into Formula 1. I wouldn't mind that Indy crossover. I wouldn't mind seeing a new name in F1, a new livery, give us content for next year. But yeah, I do think Sauber would probably be crazy to sell the F1 team right now outright. If anything, F1's only going to get more profitable from now on. If it isn't doomed and that video is either out or it's coming, I wouldn't sell the F1 team right now. At the same time, I'm not in a position to own an F1 team, and it's a decision like this that's probably why. So yeah, Sauber do whatever you need to. As long as there's still 10 teams in F1, we'll all get by. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm very aggressive. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the...
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this video. No, you don't subscribe to a video.
You don't subscribe to a video. You know what we're trying to say. Do it. Check out our Patreon. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Safe.